So legit, I don't know what the fuck Ultra does on this except like give me massive lag spikes because it's all like, it all looks like this. It's all like PNGs and shit. So I don't fucking know if it. Maybe Ultra is how you get the secret bad ending. I don't know. I will be starting part one of my 72 part series on this latest indie game. I'm not sure if you're aware of it. It's from a little known developer known as copyright lowercase kinkymation. So let's get started. I am way too triggered by when the text's not being capitalized for the menu. I don't know why. Actually, wait, why is dialogue... Okay, dialogue is the only, like, word that's capitalized in this entire menu. Why that? I guess since this isn't a test take, I should probably actually do the lore. I don't know if I should do the lore or not. It's like a patron thing, so I don't fucking know. Maybe, you know what, I'll just do it. Alright, let me actually try reading the fucking script this time. The world is rife with adventure and treasures to claim in the wild. In a world such as this, adventurers are everywhere, controlled by an adventuring guild. Oh, that's not sinister as shit. A life of adventure and splendor. You're controlled by the guild. You don't have free will. Katya is one of them. This is Katya. But it's hard to get into the adventuring business. Newbie adventurers like Katya get no quests. It's the same problem of looking for an intern for our entry-level position with 5 years experience in the field and a portfolio full of shit. Same deal. Our art imitates life. And all that. Stuff like carrying equipment around, entrails cleanup, or guinea pig are one of the few jobs available to low-rank adventurers. Katya's dream of becoming an adventurer ended almost as soon as it began, and she dejectedly began to head home. Okay, real talk. Can someone in the fucking comments tell me, do you need a comment before an and? Because when I was in college, I had a professor that, like, told me, like, you don't have to do that. Like, they'd get mad if I did that, so I was like, did they change that? Like, when I was in college and the world didn't catch up yet? Or was my professor, like, a fucking quack that doesn't know how words work? Someone in the comments, give me a tip and let me know. Also, if I'm gonna say one thing about this game that I hold issue with, it's, I guess the grammar, because it's like, hey, but then, like, this is capitalized, then that one looks cute, that one's not cute, that one's not capitalized, and let's hire her is also not capitalized, so like, I'm okay with consistency, also, the quote, there's no quote to end it, I guess that's what this dot was, like, maybe Kinky's keyboard has like a middle dot next to the close brackets key, so it just fucked it up. Don't let me put words in based Kinky's mouth, said the witch excited. Oh, I'm way off base immediately. Just keep going. See, did he say sigh or did he sigh? It's another one of my wordisms. Maybe it was a mistake for me to read this. It just makes me rub my chin and go, sigh, it's always the same with you, Nayla. We are pretty hardcore when it comes to dungeon running. We can't be picking up an LFR amateur because they're cute. Yeah, the quotes are right, and most of it's right. It's just I don't know how you would do a sigh here. I guess you could say like he sighs, and then just start the sentence with it's. But I'm getting all English teachery. I'm gonna fucking stop. Just move forward. Oh, honey. Everyone has to start somewhere. Besides, it's not like I want her to run with us. She'll carry the loot we drop back to the carriage. In that case, the knight agreed, despite not being 100% sure, knowing full well that arguing with her would lead nowhere. Oh, I guess Nayla's that type. Also, the newbie was pretty cute. and he could get in that, if you know what I'm saying. You know, desperate chicks and all that. Hey cutie, what, oh fuck, did she have a voice? I don't know, I don't fucking, hey cutie, what's your name? Me, I'm Katya, what can I help you with? The witch smirked. That's not like a smirk, that's a fucking heart mouth. See, the reason that Kinky draws them doing the heart mouth is because if they suck dick, there's like a gap where they can still breathe. Because it's not perfectly round. If it was perfectly round, there's no air could escape or enter. But this way, you got like a little bit you can get in, so you don't just pass out immediately. So, yeah. It's like that little bit of kinky lore for you guys in the comments. I need to stop talking like that too. Jesus Christ. You're a newbie, right? Do you want a quest? Katya's eyes immediately lit up. Sans period. Yes, I'll do anything.
I only think of holding your dick. I want to have it deep inside.
You've got less spine than a spina bifida victim.
Oh, yes!
I'm here for your pretty stepsister.
You always want something in your mouth.
Hey, where are you going?
It's none of your business. Don't ask.
You've got rice on your face.
Who are you?
I'm the baddest, boldest motherfucker with a mustache that you will ever see!
Oh, this fucking's giving me sore balls. I sure never thought I'd be complaining about having too much sex.
Awesome! Well, it's simple. All you have to do is catch the loot we drop and bring it back to our carriage. If you do well, you'll get a nice reward. The witch tried her best to act very sexy, but Katya didn't pick up on it at all. I'll do my best. You won't regret it, Miss Witch. Call me Nayla, sweetie, and this is...
Gregor Smash!
Gregor. The knight waved as the witch spoke. Welcome to the party. Okay, who said that? You didn't say who said it, so I don't know. It could have been anyone. It could have been her. It could have been Gregor. It could have been Nayla. I don't fucking know. Anyway, yeah. The start of game. Let's go. The objective. Number one objective. Get the stuff from the cave on the left into the carriage on the right by catching it with a plate. Very, very simple rules. I'm still terrible at this game. So, but even still, I am considered one of the top 100 players of this. I think. Well, I don't know. I don't think 100 people have posted their scores yet to the Discord, so I may actually be, like, way lower than that. But, you know. I do have tips I have stolen from other people that are better than this game than me. Tip number 1. If you do this, like, flash step here, and something falls between those two spots, you'll get it. Like, 100% of the time. Oh. Oh, apparently not. Evidently I was wrong. Okay. I guess I can't even trust myself anymore. But mostly you can just do this. And it'll, like, catch anything that falls in between them. I guess maybe I got unlucky there, or I don't know. Maybe I was dumb. But if you do this, the leniency is usually so good that you can just catch it. At least for, like, the gems. Maybe some high-level item I'm not aware of isn't, you know, you can't catch it that easily. But the leniency, like, it's not frame perfect. You just, I don't know. I'm not a melee expert. I'm not a speedrunner. I don't know, like, I don't know the frame count, but from what I can tell, you know, it's lenient enough that you can just kind of dance between them and catch them. Also, Jesus Christ, that fucking loss icon is so sad. It's... Jesus Christ. You're breaking my heart, Kinky. Don't do that. It's mean. But, As far as I can tell, there are 4 items that can drop out of the cave, at least that I've seen. You have the gem, the bag, and the chest. And they each fall in, like, ascending order of speed. So the gems are, like, easily the slowest, and the coins are a little faster than that, and the chest is a little faster than that. They also have slightly different arcs, where, like, the chest goes up, like, not at all, and the gems bounce like crazy. I'm not sure if it was intended for... I feel like it was intended that the faster ones are more difficult, but I find that the opposite is more true. Like, I'm way more paranoid about these gems than I am about, like, chests. Because one thing you could tell from the fall trajectory is, like, the gem, when it's, like, way high up, it'll, like, stay up there. But it kind of, like, moves, and then as it goes further down, it gets slower. And what can end up happening is, like, you think you've caught the gem, but if you don't hear the clink, if you don't hear that of the plate, you didn't catch it. And you actually have to, you'll end up missing it because you think you caught it, and you dive to catch something else. And you just fucking didn't. The bones are bad. If you get them in the carriage, it's bad, so you can just let them fall. It doesn't say that in the how-to. I kind of wish it did, because the only reason I knew about that was because someone in Discord told me, like, oh, the bones are bad, they hurt you. I was like, oh, shit. Good to know. But, yeah. I haven't seen too many bones, because I'm not very good at this game, if you can't tell. Shit. But, yeah. I mean, my high score is 102, so maybe I can break that this time? Supposedly you unlock things at 200 intervals. Supposedly. But, I don't know. I haven't seen it, so I don't know if it's true or not. Alright, tip number 2. The WASD and the arrow keys both work. You can use them interchangeably. Or, you can use them both at the same time. So, for instance, if you don't want to hit left or right twice, what you can do is, using both hands, you can hit left and A almost at the same time. You don't want to hit them at the same time, because then it won't count it. Like, the game doesn't read it if you... Fuck. The game won't read it if you hit left and, like, A at the same time, but if you hit them, like, piano it, it'll work. So, Jesus Christ, that's so mean. I just thought you were cute, but you fucking suck. You can't even catch shit. Let's check the gallery. Oh. And I didn't earn anything else. Alright, let's go for another run. Oh, by the way, Gracie's Souls? Music's pretty good. Music's pretty fucking good. No lie. No lie. So one thing. What? Okay, I was just playing, but did you guys see that I deadass stopped existing for a Is it because I... What? Okay, hang on. Alright, let's play test this shit. Let's go. Let's go. Okay, my arrow... Okay, sometimes my arrow keys do work and sometimes they don't work. But if I, like, move my mouse over it, it'll... My keys will go like, oh, I could do it! It's like... I don't know what the fuck... I don't know what they're thinking. Let's do a playtest, see if we can do that again. Because what was that? Actually, wait, I think I know what it is. I think there's a frame in between this where Katya doesn't exist. That's my game theory is during Katya is so fast that during her dash she ceases to be for a moment in time. But I think there's like a frame So I did like a frame perfect fail there, where I screwed up so badly I didn't even exist. Either that, or I jumped into the carriage somehow without trying to. I don't think that's what happened though, because it's never let me do that before. I guess quick note to the viewers at home, if I hit right when I'm here, I don't move. Oh. Or sometimes I do. Oh, I'm stuck. Fuck. I thought I had it. Oh, wait. Hang on. I'm invisible. Okay, we have a new discovery. If I mash right into the carriage, Katya becomes a ghost. Woo! And becomes invisible. So, how many times do I have to do this? Hang on. Hang on. Is it only on like certain frames? Like, how did I do that? I was able to. Oh! Okay, it is in fact consistent. I can consistently turn invisible. Oh. Okay, now this is weird. So I'm invisible and I can currently only go right. I can only go right. If I go left, nothing happens. Like, there's no sound effect to indicate that I moved. So, actually, let's do another test. Let's do another test. Hang on. All right. Yeah, skip. Okay. Another test. Let's see. If I mash left on the cliff, will it do the same thing? Or is this a carriage-only glitch? Is this our Ghost Katya speedrun? So, I may be bad at this game, but I'm kind of okay at testing games, at least in my experience, because I've actually had to, like, do it. And I fucking hate it, but, you know. Okay, going right into the cliff doesn't do anything, I don't think. Or at the very least, it takes a lot more inputs than the carriage does. Like, I'm still trying. I'm using A, I'm using the... to get into the carriage, I used right on the arrow keys, by the way. I didn't use WASD, but maybe it's consistent with WASD too. Hang on, I'm trying it with WASD as well. I don't think you can get into the cliff, but we've gotten multiple times into the carriage, so I'm gonna see if I could do it with D. If you can actually. Oh. That is consistent. You can absolutely get into the... It's D or arrow key. It doesn't matter. So if you can hear that input, or my keys going nuts... I'm not I think I'm stuck on the left? Hang on, let me see if they throw another one. Okay, yeah. When you get stuck in the carriage, you get stuck in the left position. Which I guess is like your default start position. Like when you just load in, you just start there. Which, actually, is that your default start position? Let me check. Let me check that again. I'm not even talking about the game anymore. I'm just talking about, okay, yeah, you do start here. This is your origin point, I guess, of the game. So, if you get into the carriage, you appear over here. And you're invisible and you can't move. You're just locked, but your plate is still a hitbox. So I guess if you wanted to do, like, if you were gonna do, like, a speed run or something, and you get to the last one, you could just dive into the carriage, and then, like, you get, like, one last tank, and it, like, works. So I guess I found Okay, so hot and spicy glitch. I don't think anyone's found any hot and spicy glitches on the. Fuck me. So I'm bad at this game, but I can find a glitch. I can find glitches. That's easy. That's fun. I do find that sort of aspect fascinating about games, is finding like the seams, like the parts that don't quite mesh up together the way you think they would. Alright, we're gonna do something a little different now. Let's see. If you've noticed, I've just lowered my score. I've reset all my progress. So we're gonna see just how far I can get in this one sitting. Since I was doing a bunch of other, bug testing and shit like that, let's just go. Let's see just how well we can do. Okay, after all that, our current high score is now 4 for this session. I think it's pretty good. I don't know if I could do much better than that, but maybe next part we could see if I can break that. Just have to find out, guys. So, thanks for watching, and yeah, have a good day. Because we need more of those. It's the shittiest outro I've ever made.